Frederick. Born Osu North Shorty North area. Nickname Freeze Pop. Power name Fees. Abilities freeze anything and climb, ride, or cling to it. Freeze the entire room's temperature deathly fast, sending some into shock. If she holds anything, she can freeze it. And even though it's solid ice, they find easy way to shatter it. From doorways to human parts, can also freeze and cauterize wounds. The legend of Freeze Pop, known to the streets simply as Freeze, is a cautionary tale whispered in the dark corners of the short north. It is a story of how a young man's heart was flash frozen by the very city that promised him a better life, the deli on Livingston. Frederick Moon was never meant for the life of a kingpin. His father, seeking to outrun a past riddled with gang affiliations, moved the family from the short north to the corner of Livingston and Miller Avenue. He poured his life savings into a corner deli, a small sanctuary where he hoped to provide a normal, honest life for his son. But the streets of Columbus have a way of demanding a tax. The deli was under the thumb of the bounty hunter Bloods, a syndicate that viewed every small business as a cash register for their criminal enterprise. The price of defiance. His father, a man who had finally found his dignity, decided he was finished being a paycheck for parasites. He refused the protection fee. He didn't know that the syndicate had already bought off the badge-wearing thugs assigned to that district. The night the corrupt officers arrived, they didn't come to arrest anyone. They came to conduct an execution. Frederick watched from the shadows of the store's massive walk-in freezer. He heard the gunfire, the screams, and the cold, clinical sound of the officers dropping a note on the counter. Next time, just pay the fee to operate on Livingston. The river secret. When Frederick crept out of the freezer to reach his family, the killers were still there. They didn't just kill him, they toyed with him. They dragged him back into the freezer, locked the door, and transported the portable unit to the Shoto River front. They dumped the freezer into the icy, swirling waters of the river, leaving him to die. According to the coroner's report, Frederick Moon froze to death within minutes, his body temperature dropping to levels that should have been impossible. The return of Freeze Pop. But the autopsy was wrong. The cold didn't kill him, it transformed him. The chemicals used in the deli's industrial cooling unit, combined with the shock of his trauma and an unknown, unnatural catalyst from the river, bonded with his biology. He didn't just survive, he emerged as a creature of absolute zero. Now, Freeze Pop has returned to reclaim the short north. He isn't interested in money, and he doesn't care for the protection fees that destroyed his father. He operates with a singular, glacial focus, dismantling the bounty hunter Bloods and the corrupt police network that signed his family's death warrant. He is the king of the short north now, and he runs his territory with a cold, unforgiving hand to those who cross him. The temperature doesn't just drop, it stops.